Hello? Hello guys and welcome to today's video. I'm Cadwell5. This is a stream test video for you. We're doing Wolfsburg, so let's head into this. Let's see all of this then. So we're going to go in pounds, well we're going to go in euros because that is what they're in, of course. And hello to all of you who are here tonight. It's very nice to see you all here today. These full proper groups in the Champions League. If Emery isn't, of course, it would be, if you wanted to know actual team, it's Feyenoord. So we'll put Feyenoord in there for them. That's proper. In ours, we have, just a Romanian team, which actually shouldn't be in our team. It should be a Ukraine team, but sadly, the Ukrainian league isn't in FIFA at the moment. So it is Ghent and that team who are proper, and the rest aren't, by the way, proper. And the SCSB is not proper. They just added them in for personal pleasure. So let's now head into it and let's get on into the games. We're playing professional because I'm awful at FIFA. You do know this. Let's see what team we've got. We can work with this. And if you didn't know as well, if you had to pick 3 teams which I support a non-league club, which is Boston United. I support a Premier League club, which is Manchester United. If I had to pick a non-English team, it'll be VFL Wolfsburg. And of course, I've supported them now for about 4 or 5. I've supported them now for quite a few years. I watched them play in a game in the Champions League a couple of years ago. I thought, wow, they're good, and been a fan of them ever since, even when they've been ups and downs. So yeah, it's kind of been just the progression. It has of this team. It's been a really good progression. It has, and it's just been really just progressing. We're going to accept the offer for the thing. We are going to go for the easiest group one. They're all the same difficulty. We just want to see where the locations are, just to give me some ideas. So we could play in this one and have two Portuguese teams. We could have 2 Spanish, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Spanish, and another team from Turkey in it. Or we could have this one, which is England, which is the most money and cash you get from it, which is €8 million, which would be about 7.7 million pounds. And you get 2 Spanish teams, 1 team and 1 English team, and then in this one you get loads of Dutch teams. I might actually go for let's go for the English one. I know it sounds, we're going to go to the English one with loads of English teams in it. You'll know the players then if you are from England area. You will, of course, know the players, which is quite good to see. Hello to Billy O'Connor in the chat. Here in this day's video, let's see what the club wanna help us with. If there's anyone who says hello or anything. So here we go then. Do we have a board? Objectives. Here we go. Let's look at the objectives then. Hello, Billy O'Connor. Thank you for putting that in the chat. Hope you can win the league or Europa League. Thank you very much for that. So this is our overall view. We're going to get into the little tiny view today. Literally today, all it is we're just going to do a few. Just look at the whole thing all together. Look at the whole, what we need to do with this squad. Maybe buy a player, and then we're going to go and play our first game, or maybe even our first 2 games of the cup and of the tournament at the start of this season, and work our way through that. That's kind of how we're going to go today. So this is going to be a progression. It is here. So in the Europa League, they expect me to reach the final. Now, if I don't reach the final in this, it's fine by me, but I'm going to say, at least in my eyes, not the boards, I know the board want me to finish the final, at least in my eyes, the quarter-finals will be my aim, because after the group stages, the Champions League teams pop in, and they could be like Atletico, they could be Atletico Madrid, they could be Barcelona, there could be some teams like that who come down into this. It could be some really big teams, that's what I'm trying to say, so it might not work. In the Bundesliga, finish in the Champions League spots, which is, I think, top 3 in the Bundesliga, or could even be top 2. If it's top 2, then that is really not going to work, I don't think. Here we go, make a $3 million profit from 2 youth players 2 youth player sales within 2 seasons. So I need to sell 2 youth players in the 2 seasons that I have to do that. That's a medium priorities. That's not really a priority. I think these are the high priorities. That's why. Branding. I need to get 80% at least, sell out at least 80% attendance, at least 70% of all home games this season. Okay, I can do that, definitely. Finances, it doesn't really have a finances one this time. It says very low, and it says there's a 5, but it says it's very low, but there's nothing there. In this one, it says reach the round of 16 in the DFC Pokal. That's the cup in Germany, of course, and of course reach the Bundesliga, Champions League spot places. And then in this one, in the short term, is to reach the Europa League final. So the Europa League final is what we need to reach, and that's a low priority, really. It says it's a low priority because they don't really want you to win. They want you to get there, but for me, I would say it's the quarterfinals. If I can get to the last 8, I'll be happy. That's what I'm all going to say is that. So yeah, there we go. That's a lot of talk there. It's got scouts, got some good reports there, got some, we're in the cup with teams. We'll find the group in a minute that we're in, and all of that. We're just going to leave it there. We'll leave that there. We'll keep that there. So we have 71 million in transfers. We're going to actually change this, so it is under. So we have a bit more wage budget. So there we go. We have 69 million to spend, and we have 314k of wage budget. Who are going to go out to all the players. So just to give you an idea of who we've got in the club before we do go and play any games, do anything, we have this as our starting team. If I do make any mistakes here today, of course, I like playing a 4-back formation, so we're just going to switch now to a quick 4-back formation and see if we can play that. Oh, we'll just go 4-3-3 attacking. We'll go 4-3-3 attacking. Why not? Let's see if we've got any wingers. Actually, we do, but we have 2 strikers. That's the only problem. Anyway, that's enough about that. The better, so put you in. You can come out and you can go in. So we've got Weghorst up front with only 65 pace. So if we can try and keep him on and maybe... And there we go, we've got somebody better, but he's low rated, called Ginstek, I think his name is. Very good stats overall. The only thing is pace is worse at. The rest is pace is better. I mean, the rest is worse at. Except weak foot as well. He's better with weak foot. But yeah, we have on the right hand side for this game here. It looks like we've got Mohamed. We do there. Actually, we're gonna. Actually, I think we should do this. I think we should put Mohamed there. We should put you on the bench and put Klus on the pitch there. I know he's really worse than him, but anyway. We've got Bracalo in the left mid. We've got Delavodji in the midfield. Okay stats. We have Gahardut in the there. We have Roussillon in left back. We have William in right back, who's only 74. We do actually have a right back here called Mabadou, which we're going to put on now. Babadou, I think it's Babadou. M Babadou, I think his name is actually. I do Brooks. We have Canuck. I think that's how you say it. We have Knock or Noak, whatever you want to call him, and Pavan in goal. There are other keepers we have, which we have Castiles, which I think I'm just going to play Castiles. Now, what EA have put in is they put in the team that they actually play in real life. Castiles, I think, is injured, but because he's high rated on FIFA, we're going to put him in. So that's not a bad team to start with. I'm only really concerned about maybe getting a 80-something rated midfielder and maybe getting a centre back and maybe a striker. And that is about it, really. We're not really looking for too much in this team. So let's now try and find a striker who can replace him and has good experience, not too little experience. That's what I'm trying to say in the Bundesliga. I don't really know who to go for here. If you can think of any strikers, guys, let me know in the comments. We're gonna go for somebody who is not old, who's that, and we're just gonna go leagues. I don't know which league to go for. We'll try the Bundesliga and see who's in the Bundesliga we can go for, but I don't think there'll be anyone really who would want to play for us as the first choice striker, but you know, Maybe there will be. I'm trying to think of a striker now. I can't. Why you gonna go me? Just that, and then we'll go ST, of course, and then we'll go from the Bundesliga again. I'm trying to think of somebody who can go. I can't think of a striker, or no, can't think of a striker now. I've lost it. So yeah, we're just gonna see who we can get, who's not old and who's not slow. That's what I'm kind of trying to say. We need somebody who's okay and bolo. Yeah, I could try and get Muller and the nice guy from there. I've just saw him pack up because don't know if who would want to move. That's the thing. You wanna go? We know we have Lewandowski and all. I don't think Lewandowski's actually willing to be sold. That's why he's not on the transfer list. I don't think Werner's on the transfer list. Should we get Werner then? Should we get Werner? I think Werner would love to come to us. So if we just do that, he has actually his contract is expiring. So if we can offer 40, I don't know what their release clause is though for Werner. That's the problem. Does it say it? If we go here, does it say anyone's release clause? So no release clause. He has no release clause. Does Werner have a release clause? Lewandowski is here, sorry, but his release clause is 120 million, and I don't have that much budget at the moment. Werner has no release clause, but current value is yeah. So if I just pay 40, if I just give them for Werner like a little bit of money, like not much. Approach to buy. We're going to buy Werner off them now. If we did loan Werner, they would go no, you can't loan him. You have to buy him physically. So you can hear the background chit chat, which is really annoying, and it's in. So we're going to go for 30. We'll go 35. 36, we'll go 36 and see if they can accept that, because he says it's 34, and if they go no, it's too low, then a 38, well yes, we'll take 38.5, now we can get Werner, if he accepts the contract offered we give him. Now, to be honest with you, I do apologise, Weghorst, you are going to be off the team for now. Now, not every player, of course, will be first choice, will be crucial, as that's what we're kind of trying to get over here, we are. And not every team are going to be crucial. That's not me. I've not made it look like me at all. I just made it look like a random guy, by the way, guys. That's why it doesn't probably look like me. Crucial, yeah, we'll accept the crucial then. A 5-year deal? Oh, well, I'm going to go for 4 years and see if it accepts. That's fine by him. X on his clause. So he's got none at the moment. He wants 50. Yeah, no. I don't want that goal one though. That's the only one I don't want is that goal one. I don't know how we're going to get rid of that bonus. We'll go 5, and then we'll take that down to the sum. We'll go. I really don't want to get rid of this because we've got lots of money we need there of that. But we can keep the rest. But he's eager to join. So I think we've got Werner there. I'm not entirely sure. We will just look at the group quickly. So we've got Getafe, Cagliari and Newcastle in our group, And yes, we did talk about it at the start of the episode as well. And we have a Group B, by the way, which is Brighton, Crystal Palace, Southampton, and Villarreal. Villarreal should easily beat that group. I think it will be Crystal Palace going through as well after them. It may be close, but I don't know. Super Cup, the final is Chelsea-Liverpool. The Champions League, there's all your groups as they are in real life, except Man United's group, except this group here, which have Feyenoord in it. I don't think Feyenoord are in it in real life, but the rest are pretty much like real life. The Europa League isn't like real life because there's not all them awful teams in this game, which is a surprise. But Man United's group is different. It's got Basakia in it, and it's got Randers in it, which are not in it real life. But our group have got Genk and have got ASSE, but haven't got the team underneath that who's from Ukraine. Instead, they've got a team from Romania called FCSB. That's what they've got. So yeah, that's what they've got. They're in the Poco in the cup. So in the cup, do we have us in it yet, or do we just have the little teams? So we have the little teams in it. So it's the Division 2 and Division 3 teams, and there's not many at all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 28 teams in it, so not many in it at all. There isn't there. And then in, of course, the promotion places match, haven't got one yet. And this is just the cup final, so we're going to go into just check the team. We're going to sim a couple of days now to near the Getafe match, and hopefully. There we go. I want to just stop it there. Let's see what we've got here. On behalf of the club, we want to thank you. There we go. We're very excited to play with them. Just say that we're very happy and very excited to play, because then it boosts them around. They're like, yes, the manager wants to be with us. Here it is. So we're sadly going to take out Weghorst if we have him in the bottom here. We do. We have Weghorst can go on the bench. He can there. Weghorst can. If there's any other high-rated players here that can go on the bench, not really. I wouldn't say. No, I'll leave it as it is. Maybe the keeper can go off, and the other keeper who's quite low rated, who's 71 rated, can go on the bench. But yeah, it looks like it's like this at the moment. This is kind of a team we're going to rock. Not the paciest of teams, if I've got to tell you, be honest with you. It's not. Werner's just added that bit of pace into the team. So if you want to know, it's 82, 92 and 81 for your top lads. In the midfield, it's 71, 71, 60, 65. And then in defence, it is 91, Jesus Christ, that's quick, 70, 48 and 89. And then in goal, of course, is 45 speed, but not, keepers don't need speed, of course. So yeah, we've only bought one player, which is Werner. And if you are watching, guys, please just do smash a like. We're trying to hit 3 likes on this video today, and we'll be fine. Yeah, Jack Williams, thank you for telling me you have an 86 rated team. Who is your best player in your team, just to say, and maybe we can find this out. Alternative kit, why do you want an alternative kit? Away kit, we'll go away kit. What's your best player then, Jack Williams? There it is. So let's just do a quick bronze passing drill very quickly, and then oh, you can't pass it to the wrong player this time, or else you get some like points taken off. So I've got 600. How many somebody else got? What's the lead? Lead is 799, so we're going to not literally mistake any passes here, really. I've got 7,000 there. I want to do that one more time just so I can actually get more valuable points on the board. Anyway, let's leave that and let's take a Getafe. Here we do. Here we go, then into it we go. I'm just going to pause this and just going to go to train. I want to turn. I just want to show movement. I don't want to show the how you move the pass. That's what I don't really care about. Oh, and we do have it. We do have it. Okay, no, we did have it. I was just making it up whether we were here today. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be an interesting game, this one. Getafe look doing alright in the league. I think they've got Europa League football. I think Getafe were the closest ones to get Europa League football. Getafe now take a shot and it goes wide and off the post. It's really easy to say that I'm not a professional at FIFA because I put it on professional, get it? Well, I class am as a professional then on FIFA because I do play professional. No, that's not true. Klaus or Klus, whatever his name is, whips it in, and Werner with the headbutt did Jen, who got a team in form last, or got a team season last year, with the block there as, and Babu there with a shot, and it's saved by David Soria there. Very interesting indeed it was, and yeah, I'm going to say it's a very interesting half. It's going to be very interesting this game. There's 5 minutes per half in Mata. Up it goes to Angel. I just hope we don't get any too hard teams in the Bundesliga this year who actually want to splash out cash. Now, we're not going to splash out too much cash, of course, because I don't want to spend it on too many decent players. But I'm going to try and buy some. I'm going to try and buy some players in the positions we need. So I think a defender would be nice in the centre back. And maybe a midfielder just to round off the team. I think that could be what we need. But yeah, it's early stages. It's only episode 1. We're looking to manage to finish this. We're going to try and finish this career mode by January. So it's a long time to do it. Even maybe an episode tomorrow if you want it. You can get like the views on this one, like more than 6 views on this one. I just don't know why this team doesn't have many decent players, like many players over 80 rated. As Werner, this is Werner's first game. It's like a pre-season friendly pretty much. Just so we can kind of see how the Bundesliga goes on here. Like Mark Goldbridge, as he did at Cremo today, he does it on the World Class, I think, and he said it's really good. He's really good on World Class, he is, and I'm not good at FIFA, so that's why I put on professional. And yeah, guys, why I supported Wolfsburg is because I just started watching them back in 2010 and really enjoyed how they played. It was, and then in 2011-12, I think it was 11 or 12, they bought De Bruyne from Manchester City on loan and from Chelsea on loan. So it was like he was what's the word I'm going to say? Not the best of players at the time. He was lacking any real pay. It wasn't great for Chelsea. Chelsea were like, no, you're not good for us anymore, or you are good but you're not great. And he took it on the chin. He came to Wolfsburg and smacked the goals in, and the Manchester City slapped him that transfer money into Chelsea, I think it was, and Chelsea were like, heck yes, we'll buy it, you can have him. And that's the story of how De Bruyne went to Man City. Really, it's kind of an obvious idea to say it at the end of the day, but yeah, it's kind of Chelsea bought him for the pure purpose. They had everything with his ranks, I think, and they just sold him due to the pure purpose that they didn't really need him in the team at the time. They had John Terry, they had a Lampard, they had a very decent team at the time. They had like Ramirez, they had Kalou, it was like and they had a bit of Drogba, and some of the players like Bashawayi, Aspilicueta, and a few of them were just coming through the ranks and just becoming good players in their own right. And that's why Chelsea sold him, and that's why even before then, when they had like a really decent team, Wolfsburg, I've just been supporting them. And they've just been like my club from another country. They've been my other country club. If everyone goes to the Real Madrids, Barcelonas, the PSGs, the Dortmunds, the Madrids, they go for the Munichs. But I've gone for Wolfsburg, and they've never been a big club. They've never been the club in my lifetime anyway, when I can remember anyway, that have been really at the peak of football, where they've won Champions Leagues, Europa Leagues, where they've won Champions Leagues. I don't think they've ever won a Champions League since I've been born. If that's wrong, then I do make myself a little bit of an idiot, but they've been a team who've been in the Champions League and battled for the title of the Bundesliga and won loads of Pockers and won loads of DFB Pockers and all that, and Pockles and all the cups they've won. But I don't think, in my eyes personally, they've never actually strikes me as a team. Oh yeah, they're a massive club in the world. They are still a massive club with a massive fan base. What a save from our keeper! But they've never been, in my eyes, like a Man United, a Chelsea, and Arsenal in the Premier League, where they've done something amazingly and they've done something brilliantly, and they're like, oh yeah, we can take a thing or two from them, if you want to know. But in the other games, it's Brighton 0, Villarreal 1. It is Southampton 0, Crystal Palace 2, and Newcastle 1, Cagliari 0. So it's looking like we're going to have a tough group in our group. The other group looks like it's going the way I said it would. Quite easy, really. I take the plaudits for it, really. If you had to pick a team in the Premier League who are the best of the rest, that aren't Wolves or Everton, it's Crystal Palace. Now, you don't think Crystal Palace are good? Well, I would say they're the bottom of the bottom half of the table team. I would, generally. You just know that for personal opinion. Well, anyway, let's see if we can get a win on this. As a tackle goes in from Angel's there, and now we can head it back to our keeper, who can now smack that ball away quite nicely there. He can. Thank you, Jack. I do totally appreciate it, mate. It's very hard today to get this result, but anyway, as we're going to try and win with this guy here, who has quite a bit of pace, to Werner, who I thought Antonells was going to be a good little player. He is still. Mönchengladbach on the move. He's on the move. Looks like Mönchengladbach. Don't really know what they're saying. You have commentators on this game, but I don't really want to use them because then you can't really hear my voice, and if you can hear them, then you just listen to them and not me. Which, if I didn't have a mic and I was just here playing FIFA, then probably would be a good idea. But because I have a microphone and I don't have a camera yet, because I don't want to buy one. Off the back post, I mean, and out for the goal kick. There it is. As now the goal kick is cleared up the pitch. It is. Werner now can head on to the right winger. Now it can be back to Werner. Now it can go back in the midfield. We've got the midfielder there, Dummett, I think that's how you say it, or somebody beginning with D anyway, like Damien or something. Gets it back, and now it's cleared away. It is. We are going to take off Mohamed and bring on Maximilian Arnold. We are just a quick from the crowd there. Was the free kick's going to be taken for an offside position, very shortly. There we go, it's taken quickly. Out it goes. Roussillon now with actually some good pace. Anything over 80 pace on this game is good pace. If you wanted to know, so yeah, we just need a goal just to cement this here. As we're going to make a sub now. We are, of course, we are, and we're going to take off. I think maybe leave it for a minute. I think we're going to put. I just put R4 on. I really shouldn't have done that. Oh, I can. There we go. Yeah, we'll bring off Gillivodges and bring on Weghurst in that position there. And I think we'll leave it as that for now with the 2 subs. I think that's what we're going to leave it as. Roussillon now to him, now to Werner, who can actually go for a little bit of running. Now to you, who can take a shot, and it's blocked, and it's out for an offside position, as we called offside there. As the home team there, Gillivodges now comes off, and Weghurst now comes on. Now, I don't know why there's not much cheering in this. Maybe there's not much of my fans here, and there's loads more of Getafe, probably the case, but I generally don't know. As a shot comes in from Werner, or just wide there from Werner, just wide, and it means Joe. Now off comes Klassen and Jow. There he does, and the player who came on, by the way, is Jow Victor, who's a 74 rated guy. Not looking too bad though, he's not, as he's up to Werner now with the boot. Werner is, and it's another shot on target. Now I just want to get shots on here and just say we can actually shoot and score, but come on. We've had 3 shots. Was that it this game? They've had 6. We really need to do something then. Jow Victor, inside, in Manchester United's ground, scores for Wolfsburg, makes it 1-0 in the 70-something minute. Yes, guessing. There we do, and well, 76 minutes gone. Well, actually 75. I think it's 75 something.
Coming off the pitch, number 14, Manini, to be replaced by number 27, Maximilian Arnold.
Just announced the Maximilian Arnold thing. Bit late, are we? So the Getafe guy's going to get a warning here. We're booking no card, just a warning. It's only a friendly, so it's not like it's anything too serious, if you know what I mean. We're going to try a free kick here, which is going to be a knuckleball into there, and it's gone straight to the keeper, which is a real surprise. I actually did it there, but then I changed it last second, and it. Come on now, we need to just get this off. I don't want to be back at this ground at all for this tournament. I don't want to be back at Old Trafford at all this game. So yeah, I'm a Man United fan, if you class me as that. I've been a Man United fan ever since we had Paul Scholes and gigs and all of that. The first ever game I remember watching was Man United versus Middlesbrough, and it was a very good team. But then we had like Valencia, we had Vidic and all like that. No, actually, who do we have at the time? It was like 2005. We had like Red Brown in the team. We had a can't think of the players in the team at the time. We had Beckham in the team. We had Ronaldo, and we're so close to be 2. So close off the bar, off the post. I mean, and that's why we're here. But no, what I'm trying to say is we don't want to come to this ground, because I know when I get to this ground, if I play Man United in like the Europa League or something, then we're going to lose. So to Werner. Werner now with this. Is he going to shoot? No, he's not. Okay. And we win. About 3/3 is gone from cheering, do you? That's like a third is gone, it isn't for the tape. But yeah, there we go. So we win. Not much really to report, just a goal, a miss for them, which was a quite good miss actually. It was by Massa there. It was a really good miss, a really good chance, I mean, which just goes wide, and a great save from their my keeper, Meters in Ireland, in the 23rd minute. And then my goal, which you don't see again. And that's about it, really. So yeah, we are. Where's the other game? Oh, it's 1-0 win as well. So I think we may be top of our group. But Crystal Palace 3-1 win and Brighton losing 2-0 kind of sums up the other group, saying that we knew who was going to be near the top there. We did. There's been a loan offer for João Victor from. For how long do they want it? For a year. Right, we're going to do a bit of negotiations on this because I've got a plan how to get a lot of money out of them, not from me. So we're going to counter this and say we want him a short loan. And we will counter that and say, can we please have 60-40 that way. If they accept it, then we only give 14 and they get 21 to him. 50-50, I can't do 50-50, I'm too shit on... No, we'll go that, we'll go 45-55. Yep, okay, that's on. So we get less than them. Just waiting for Joe Thingy to offer it. Is a Brazilian, is he good? Is he got good... What did I search for players here? I don't know. Do we have... Is he a good player though? That's what I want to know. We just want him to get a short loan. We did bring him on for some reason. Well, yeah, but let's now. But let's now, guys, go and get a midfielder, which we will do very quickly. A centre mid, of course. Not from the Bundesliga, it can be from any league. We'll go centre mid Prem, who can easily switch to the Bundesliga anytime. Because we do need a centre mid who can be like quite not high rated, but high enough rated to be good enough for this league, or good quality enough. That's what I'm trying to say. Fred, is Fred good enough? Is Fred got good pace though? Do we discover the pace of Fred? Do we know the pace of Fred? Well, I think it's like 70 something pace, so I'm going to put Fred as a one to watch and a shortlist him. Guendouzi as a one to watch and a shortlist him. So let's go and try and get Guendouzi. Let's get Guendouzi, because apparently people are saying Guendouzi's beautiful in this game, like a really good player. So we're going to try and get Guendouzi. I don't know how much they want for him, but I'm going to go for like 10 mil and see if my enemy can accept that. So offers, and we'll go straight bam 10 mil and see if it accepts. No, it's a waste of time. Okay, Fred. We'll get Fred, and I'll give them at least 16 million, because I know Fred's not much. We'll get 20 million for Fred. I know that seems a fair offer, right? That's a fair offer. Okay, I don't know how much Fred was worth. That's the problem. I should have maybe checked. We accepted 20. How much is Fred though? I don't know now. Which Fred is. I got him. Okay, so you got him for 16. I could have maybe gone for 16. A 4-year deal. Yep. You're not old. Well, You're not old, but you're not young. Can't call you a young prospect, really. Release clause of 30. Release clause of 30 then, for life and then. But we'll give you a good wage. We'll give you 44 and a sign-on bonus of 400,000. Then why do you bother me asking? 57, and we'll see what you've got here. Keep the rest the same, just the budget to be lower. Not what my client wants, but he's eager to join your club and will accept the weekly wage for that much. Okay then, there we go. What time is it now actually? Oh, it's 20 past, so we've nearly had an hour of streaming. So there we go then, we have lost loads of money, but he's in the club, or should be in the club anyway. With a Friday night match now against Roussillon is being offered for Dortmund, which can just be rejected straight away because Roussillon's not leaving. If Roussillon leaves, then we don't have a left back, and it kind of gets hard. So I know Fred isn't the absolute greatest player in the world. If you just look at Fred's stats compared to this guy here, who we're about to show you now, he is probably better in a few stats, and he's 78 rated, so at least Fred's better. There he is. We're now going to save that, and we're going to just do one last thing before we do pop off and leave you. We're going to sim we're only going to sim one game today. But before we do, we're going to go to office, and we're going to bring in a youth scout. Now, I know you're thinking, why? We're going to bring in a 2-star experienced and a judgment of 3 stars. The Netherlands guy. I know it's a lot of money probably for you to say this, but we're going to go South America, and we're going to probably go Brazil. Actually, we're going to go homeland. We're going to go Germany. Actually, I didn't go with that then. We're going to go Germany, and just because we're going to put him up just for 3 months, and any player at the moment he wants to find, he can find. Their experience is only 2 stars, I know, but Vladimir has sent out for Germany for the next 3 months. So literally, we're in Germany at the moment. So he's just going to be driving around the country, looking for players who are 21 and under to come in, and all of that good stuff. Youth academy we can't get yet because we're not through the season a bit. We're not that much through the season. We're going to just sim this game. Werner's playing. We're going to sim it and see what we go at. A 2-0 win because Mehmedi scores 2. So we've automatically qualified for the next round. It's easily said than done. Yeah, we've qualified for the next round we have. All we need to hope now is that Newcastle don't win their next game, and we don't lose this one. Actually, let's just sim this one as well. There's a Costals offer. We're not gonna get rid of Costals, of course, because he's a 83 rated goalkeeper, which is one of the bestest goalkeepers in the Bundesliga. He is sim this one. I should think we should win this. If we don't win Caligari, then I don't know where we are in the league. Oh, we beat them 2-1, and it's Toulouse or close over 2 goals there. So we've won the group. Through we go into the next one of the cup, and we play Crystal Palace. So that will be next game. Crystal Palace will be next game there. It will. Looking at what we've got here, it was us and Newcastle going through. Villarreal and Crystal Palace going through as well. So we just need to beat Crystal Palace then to get to the next round. I think already it's Super Cup's done. Is it? No. The Pockets round 1 is that finished? No. But yeah, let's have a look at the Europa League, because I want to know what teams aren't. So Hearts aren't in Europa League, but they have to be added in because there's no team that actually play in that team. There's no other team that they've got in that league. They don't have it in the game. Randers have to be added in, and the Basaktias, the one there, have to be added in. In this one, Hacken have to be added in because there's no team for that. In our group, it's FCBSB has to be added in. In this one, I think the bottom team has to be added in because there isn't one. In that one, I think Emmons has to be added in because there isn't one, and I think that is it. The other groups, I think, are exactly as they should be. I think maybe that one isn't. Maybe the bottom team isn't in that one, but pretty much sure. And that one, the bottom team in that one, but pretty much sure everyone else is really in them. So there we go. Then we're going to do the Crystal Palace game in the next round. We have a few transfer offers. I think we actually have. Actually, we don't. We have an injury list, which I don't know who's injured at all. It doesn't look like anyone in our team's injured. Oh, there is the centre back there. So we'll just swap him out for you and put you on the bench. There we go, like so. I think Fred's on the pitch. Is Fred on the pitch? Yes, Fred's on the pitch. And then the prize money we get is 1.3 million. If we were in pounds, it'd be like 990k. Purely because we don't get that. There we go. Then that's kind of that. The calendar. Let's show you the first couple of games. Then, so we have one game left in the European Cup. If we don't win that, then we don't go through to the. I think it's the weekend final here. If we don't win that either, then we won't be doing well. But let's have a look at the league. So we have some league games. We have Cologne in the first one. We have Hector BSB in the second one, which is BSC, sorry. And then in the third one we have Paderborn, I think that's how I say it. And then we just have after that for you, we have Dusseldorf, Hoffenheim and Mainz in the league, and the first game in the Europa League, which is Genk. And that is about it. So there we go then, guys. That is it for today's episode. We have played one game and streamed it brilliantly. If you did enjoy, please smash like, subscribe. I've been Cadwell5, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye. See you tomorrow, maybe, or in another one, another day. Goodbye.